galactic civil war spreads across the star. From the heights of Coruscant to fiery Mustafar, to fight the evil empire, for people join the fray. These are the heroes of the Hydian Way.
Welcome to Heroes of the Hydian Way. This is a Star Wars actual play podcast, and we're playing in Edge Studios' Age of Rebellion system. This is Arc 3, Episode 13 of The Hard Road, and I'm Ben, the GM for this adventure. I'm using they-them pronouns.
Hey, I'm Erica Goodwitch. I use she-her pronouns, and I'm playing Norin Gremian, they-them engineer scientist.
Hi, I'm Henry. I use she/they pronouns, and I'll be playing Isazel On, who uses she/her pronouns herself, and she's the ship pilot and captain.
All right. First thing, Destiny points. Please roll.
DR, correct? Yeah, I was like,
Yeah. Not about the light side of points, about me getting it right on the first try without waiting for anyone else. But I mean, 2 light side points, that's pretty good.
You know, it's because you remembered.
Yeah. And then somehow I bring balance.
Balanced as all things should be.
As all things should be. Says the mass murderer.
So the camera starts off looking at a console. It's just got a raft of lights, and a couple of them are one's beeping at about once a second, a little faster, but it's kind of hard to tell, and another one that's going a lot slower, maybe once every 10 seconds, once every 15. Otherwise, they're just in this weird digital display, nothing in plain text. And then, as the camera starts pulling out, there is a small timer alarm that starts pinging softly. Not too loud to grab anyone's attention. It's not a alarm that is, you must deal with something now, but it's, okay, the process that has happened is done. Camera pulls out a bit more, and then off to the left-hand side, you can see a large tube filled with liquid and blue light. The alarm trills a little bit more, and you can see another tube just to the right. And sitting in front of each tube, the one to the left, you see Norin, just starting to realize that the sound is going off. And for the one on the right, you see Aziz, and as he's startled awake.
You ready, Aziz? Norin gets up to, press buttons.
At least you did good work. Yeah, you and Shen did pretty good work back in the surgical suite. I've got this side. Do you got that side? Do I have to call alone?
No. Let's just get him out.
And with a few flicks of switches, the Bacta tanks drain and allow both Isazel and Hookman to be pulled out of the Bacta tanks. At this point, they're both healed past their wound threshold. They've been in there for several hours. They're both looking a lot better than when they went in, though it's looking like Isazel's hand that was injured. It was hard to tell during the operations that were going on that the amount of damage that was done to it. Now that the Bacta has had its chance to work, you can see that Isazel's hand, where she had attempted to arrest her fall has been damaged enough that it's unlikely to function properly ever again.
Alright, first order of business, prosthetics. I guess Shen can handle that. If he comes back.
Well, see, the commanders made it through. I'm surprised, a bit shocked that we've been able to make it. I assume you and Shen were the ones who were able to get us through?
Shen, mostly, yeah. With the car cap and Tookman.
There was an idea. It actually seemed a little out there, but it was still doable. If the timing was right, it would have worked. It would have been a story to tell, but things went further and further and further wrong. And then, through a force-blessed miracle, the big guy Lone was able to jump out and arrest our fall after far, far, far too long of a drop.
So, what I'm hearing is that there was a very reckless decision made that paid off badly.
The only plan that would have been worse would have been us staying on that building. You cannot tell me that structure's still standing.
I can't because I don't know what structure you mean.
The building that we evacuated and we sent the Nexus share here. It was cracking, and by my reckoning we had only 10 minutes. The elevators were gone. The stairwells had collapsed. There was no way down. Reckless would have been staying there. At least this way. We had a chance. And with what the commander had been showing me for all the ways that she is plugged into everything, it seemed like a more acceptable risk. I've seen these risks happen before and pay off to great dividends with the right commander.
You're talking around something, and I don't know what that something is. But frankly, I am way too tired to care. I'm glad you're stable and up. Go check in with one of the med droids so they can, just double check everything. And then, I don't know. Go take a nap.
Alright, Commander. So, with Hookman, his cybernetic arm had been shredded on the way down, and that was dealt with somewhat last time. Or at least the cybernetic accepting stump is there. So he's walking off, and Aziz is looking between you and Hookman as Hookman's going to one of the open med bays as Medics is coming over to start poking him with different apparatus.
We can handle stabilization of the biological components, Aziz. We cannot handle prosthetics right now. That will be taken care of at a later date.
Okay.
Norin turns to Isazel. Unless Aziz had something more.
Aziz is here to help with Isazel.
Okay. Let's wake Sleeping Beauty up.
There really doesn't need to be a medicine check. The dunk in the back to tank would have restored enough wounds to get past the threshold. I'll do the math between episodes to figure out exactly how much, but
Oh,
Isazel's...
You gave me the math before, off screen. She has 5 wound and 5 strain. Which would probably be a perfect time to... Would it be possible that Isazel was awake and waiting for Aziz to leave? And just pretending to sleep?
I'm going to go with that Norin is so frazzled at the moment that I don't think that... I think that that's entirely possible that if Erica wants to do a perception check on it, you can, but I think Norin is just so frazzled that they're not going to be able to see it. So sure.
Yeah.
So you just hear Isazel from the table. Has Aziz left yet?
Did Aziz leave?
I'm going with he is being very quiet at the doorframe of the back to quote-unquote ward.
Norin rolls their eyes and just waves Aziz on.
He'll shrug and leave.
Is there a reason you were waiting for him to leave?
Well, if I'm going to get yelled at, she opens her eyes and smiles at Norin. I'd rather it just be us.
You are the captain. It would be inappropriate for your crew to see you getting a dressing down.
She sits up and kind of just holds her side, and you can see her moving her hand and looks at the other one and just tries to move it, and it's I have a feeling that will be explained in a bit.
Yeah, you were very, very badly injured, and we're in the middle of a war zone and could only do so much. Plus, the nature of your injury, too, was just, even if we weren't in the middle of a war zone, I think we could have only done so much. Hookman has gotten you off the hook in regards to any reckless behavior that could have landed you in that back to tank. So you can thank him later with a good steak or something. Especially as an apology, too. You want to explain to me giving Keydra permission to go hunting?
Norin, Isazel kind of looks at Norin, kind of sighs, and just looks at them, if there's any Imperials that are here, we're in incredible danger. Stops. How long have I been out? Where is here?
The ship has not moved. I think I will have to double check with him. I think Aziz has fixed some of the damage. I will have to go over it too with him later. But the ship has not moved.
Okay. There's something I know. I learned after I gave Keydra permission, so I will apologize for not having the full story before saying it. Whatever trouble it's caused. I want to try something real quick. I'm going to roll a force dice. Oh, this
Congratulations.
is perfect. I got two light side pits. Finally.
I think this is your first light side pips?
It's honestly the entire time been using his power, yes. Isazel just looks at the Nora and is there's another reason I was waiting for Aziz to leave the room. I need for you to believe what I'm about to say. I need to show you something. And I'm going to use 1 pip to activate move and 1 pip to activate strength, which increases the size category I can go. So I can lift a silhouette 1 object, being the object of my affection, Norin. And use the force to lift Norin off the ground.
Your demonstration is clear. Put me down.
She gently puts Norin down and is Norin, do you remember when we were coming in? We were waiting outside of atmosphere, and I reacted.
How much does Norin know about the Force? And I've just got 2 ranks in lore. I'm guessing you had a vision?
When I was unconscious, yes, I had a vision. I saw a lot. A lot that gave me thoughts and reminded me that I have to be a better for all of you. Especially you. But I saw something else. This was not an accident. I saw it like I was above it in the sky watching it. There was a protest. And the Imperials opened fire on the protesters from the Star Destroyer. And they hit something they weren't supposed to. Norin, this was not an accident. The Imperials were murdering innocent civilians here. The explosion was them firing too close to the factory.
The Star Destroyer turbo lasers, correct?
Yes.
The same turbo lasers that hit our ship as you dove into their attack?
Yes, I'm starting to have the feeling that those turbo lasers, they were already firing downwards. We just ended up in the way.
Because you reacted before thinking.
This is true. I could have gone another way. I could have tried to stay out sneak into the atmosphere, but I was reckless, like I always am. And now, by everything I can feel from you, things have only gotten worse.
Keydra came back to the ship with, Shen's sister, who I'm not entirely sure who she's aligned with, but definitely anti-Imperial, and they are on their way to go blow something up, or to retrieve somebody from Imperial custody.
Mm-hmm.
And she informed us of Keydra's impressive ability to slaughter stormtroopers. I am under no illusions what the Empire is like, Isazel. But unlike the rest of you, I think, I have something to lose in going against the Empire. And I do not appreciate being put into this situation at all. I am an unwilling accomplice.
Norin, I cannot apologize enough for dragging you into this. But I think this was going to happen regardless of the decisions we've made today. There's something that's been on my mind about all of this. That's after my vision, after truly realizing who we're with, Norin, I don't think it's an accident that we're all here together. On this planet, the moment it explodes and the Imperials attack, this is not chance.
Is this some sort of Force mumbo-jumbo?
No, I do not know enough about the Force itself to fully understand it. I felt it most of my life without knowing what it was. But think about it. Think about everything we've gone through. We've already run into the Imperials 2 missions over. I read the reports about who is the other Imperial ship we have dealt with before. This planet, this cannot be a coincidence. Someone is bringing us here. Otherwise, the people on this ship right now Why would we be all together? The only person here who we do not know has anti-imperial ties is you, and I think there might be things you don't know. Because this cannot be a coincidence.
You're talking about our organization.
Yes, about ISR.
We're 5 BBY, so there's not really a rebel alliance at this point, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that makes sense, honestly. I just don't know what I'm going to do about it.
It's a hard decision to make.
It's not just me, Isazel. My planet is under Imperial control. My father could lose our home. My sister is currently attending the Naboo Conservatory. And she worked very, very hard to get her spot there. And, I know we don't have it as bad as, other races in the galaxy, but do you know how hard it is for a non-human on the Emperor's home planet?
I can only imagine how you feel. My mother's and much of my former crew, I watched them struggle under the boot of the Empire. I'm under no illusion that I live in this galaxy easier than you.
It's not. That was just an example. No, it's just that. I'm just saying how hard she had to work to get there, and how hard she has to continue working. And being my sister, and me being in this organization, having already been blacklisted from from most official routes that I can take, to now being allied with an organization that could be labeled as terrorists and participating in insurrection. There's a lot of hand waving and bunny quotes going on around some of these words.
It's a lot to ask you to stay. So, if you wish to, I can find a way to... No, the entire organization shouldn't be under... Norin, I'm so sorry for dragging you into all this. That you got pulled into this against your will. You deserve to be working in a lab happily with your work. But the Empire, this galaxy, everything going on, we are having our choices removed from us.
I'm just gonna have to disappear.
Norin, if you disappear, you'll just be alone. I can help you. So far, we just look like a foolish rescue group falling into craters. As long as the other three... It stops. How many went out the blow to... How many of them are gone?
Shen and Keydra went with his sister with dubious connections. Jones is unspoken for. I have no idea where he is. Otherwise, everyone is accounted for.
That group is, I'm assuming, good at not being noticed or followed or tracked.
Well, we have confirmation that Shen was a spy in his previous career, so...
I mean, the confirmation was only to make 99% 100%, but... I will do everything I can to keep your name off. We are going to need to protect you. You have family. You have things to lose. We can make sure that no one knows who you are. We're already doing it for Trailway.
They kind of nod their head about that.
Look, I cannot stop you from leaving or disappearing. But if you give me one more chance, I can help protect you and your family. I don't want to do this without you. I don't want to lose you to this galaxy by yourself. You say I don't have anything to lose, but Norin, I do.
They put their hands up, palms out. Let's just get through this. I'll keep thinking about it, okay?
That's all I can ask.
All right.
Can I get the two of you to give me a average perception check? Like, each individually, Norin gets an upgrade for this for reasons that will become somewhat obvious when things go through.
I get an upgrade, so it's a red purple?
No, an upgrade to your skill roll.
Oh, okay. Yellow, green, purple.
Alright, yellow, purple for me. Let's see what Isazel gets.
It's just a perception check. I don't think there's... Boop.
Cool. Oh, that's great. So, go for it. No.
You rolled first, so you go first.
Yeah. Oh. So, Isazel got 2 successes and a threat. Hey, Norin, what'd you get?
You only got 1 threat?
3 threats. Sorry. Might be.
I got a failure, a threat, and a triumph.
Okay. How about I start describing what Isazel sees from the successes, and I am going to figure out what the heck the threats are after everything else. Isazel is looking, kind of getting her bearings, still in the outfit that she got dunked into the Bacta tank with. I'm not quite sure what that is, but as Isazel's looking around, she notices something in a pocket of Norin's, and it has a flag of flimsy plast stuck to it. Looks kind of like a recording. When this is brought out of Norin's pocket, the flimsy plast, it's a pastel yellow that looks to have an adhesive stuck to one side, and it's sticking to a recording. Written on there is 2 half sentences. Why we fight. Sorry for dragging you into this. With an L signed at the end of it.
Why we fight. Sorry for dragging you into this. Stops. I don't remember writing that.
Huh? Oh. Norin thinks about it. My money is on Shen's sister, whose name escapes me at the moment. I was very stressed when she was around. Is it Lily? No. Leia? No. Luna? Lenore. That was her name. Erica knows what this is, but Norin's gonna play the recording.
Since Norin's gonna play it, then we'll figure out what happens from the triumph.
There will be times when the struggle seems impossible.
I know this already. Alone, unsure.
Dwarfed by the scale of the enemy. Remember this.
This.
Freedom is a pure idea. It occurs spontaneously and without instruction.
Random acts of insurrection are occurring constantly throughout the galaxy.
There are whole armies, battalions that have no idea that they're already enlisted in the cause. Remember.
Remember that the frontier of the rebellion is everywhere.
And even the smallest act of insurrection pushes our lines forward. And then, remember this.
This.
The Imperial need for control is so desperate because it is so unnatural.
Tyranny requires constant effort. It breaks.
It breaks. It leaks.
It leaks. Authority is brittle.
Oppression is the mask of fear. Remember that. And know this.
I know this. The day will come when all these skirmishes and battles, these moments
of defiance, will have flooded the banks of the Empire's authority.
And then there will be one too many.
One single thing will break the siege. Remember this. Try. Over the player, a small hologram of it just looks like the bust of a human shows up and just is spinning around, saying, in memory of. Underneath, it looks like it should have a name, but it looks like that was redacted.
Norin, who is this?
I don't know.
The name was... Isazel's looking at it. The name seems to be removed, but... Do you think we can... do you think we could probably see if their name still exists on the memory drive on here?
Oh, there's probably some sort of code that could be altered or erased to remove the redaction, yeah. I'll leave it alone for now, though. Is it just the bust?
Yeah, it's just the bust of Nemec.
Yeah. Not his manifesto.
If you decode what's on there, there will be the trial of political consciousness, aka the manifesto.
Yeah.
Like, super nondescript English guy.
Yeah. Just a kid.
Yeah.
Seems pretty young for human standards. Yeah. No, this is definitely supposed to be some sort of puzzle box for want of a... It's encrypted, but it's meant to be unencrypted. I'm not sure I really have the time to do this right now. Yeah, no, let me see what I can do. And Norin's gonna go... I'm gonna go to the break room. You are welcome to join me after you...
Change and shower, yes. Oh, and Norin, I'm going to be a little bit more quiet about these.
Don't.
I'm trying to remember all the words people have been using.
Word.
I think it's these Force Jedi. We need to figure out. I'll figure out the code word for us to speak about it. But I'm going to be more quiet about it now. There's a feeling I have
that's what Hookman was talking around.
Well, Hookman might already know, but I'll speak to him. Oh, yes, I did speak to him when I was in my vision.
I'm just going to gloss over that part. No, when he was giving his report of what had put you guys into the back to tanks, he was clearly speaking around something. I thought maybe he was just trying to cover your ass, but he was. About something very different that, yeah, he would have experience with. Listen, I was still pretty young when the Clone Wars happened, and then when the Jedi were eliminated. So mostly what I do know are stories my mom would tell me and my sister. I think I met Jedi once when I was very small. But I do know that it's not something you talk about loudly. So yes, keep quiet. Keep it secret.
I will. I'm going to I need to go take a shower. I need to think. Thank you, Norin, for saving my life again. And she kind of like walks out the door towards the showers.
Thanks, Shen, when he gets back too.
I might have to thank him and give him a talking down too as she walks into the shower.
And Norin goes to the break room and sits down with the little data thing and attempts to decrypt it.
Alright, so yeah, I'd figure that you'd have enough time for one shot at decrypting it. That fairly obviously would be a computer's check. I'm gonna go with it's actually a 1 red, 2 purple computer's check to decrypt it.
I will just go ahead and spend one of those light side points just so I can have 3 yellows.
I mean, whatever happened to that triumph that happened?
Oh yeah, there's that too.
Was just about
4
to
yellows.
say.
4 yellows, why not? And you said a red and 2 purple?
Yes.
Alright. Go ahead and put a self-imposed setback die on there. Because stress. Wait, that's not how that works. I forgot a thing. 3 successes, 2 threats, and a triumph.
From that, you were able to decrypt it. It has the entire recording of that so that you can play it. Actually, as hollows of each person as their voice track is being used. It brings up a hollow of them. And it starts spitting out an entire trial of political consciousness. But beyond that, it gives a few frequencies that you're pretty sure are just voicemail dead drops, kind of like how your sister was able to get in contact with you, but they'll go out. You'll probably get a response to it, but not anytime soon and not by anyone. So it's not going to be like, oh look, yeah, give this to the Imperials and they'll obviously be able to take down a cell. No. There's a little bit more operational security on it. But it does look like this is a rebellion starter pack, or this is how to get in contact with a rebellion.
Interesting.
So, for the triumph, what do you want to do?
Oh, I keep thinking about Norin's mom.
I'm thinking that there's one voice in there that I think actually could be Norin's mom, and just comes up for the brief moment that that person is speaking.
The Imperial need for control is so desperate because it is so unnatural.
And Norin is somewhat shocked by this.
Yeah, that's a good expenditure of a triumph.
Also thinking that would be the perfect use for 2 threat to go for 2 more strain.
Norin needs to go take a nap. Norin is at 10 out of 12.
So there is one thing that I am going to be mildly cruel. I might use a destiny point. So it's at this point where over the comms, just broadcast, like every open comms, like Troubleway had left the comms open on the ship, just in general, just so that if people were calling in, you'd be able to hear it on the ship. Because, well, Troubleway's he's mostly been in the engine room trying to fix things, and Aziz's been helping out when he can. But now this just sheer burst of binary happens. It's at a proper binary speed. Okay, I'm putting the description in because I may forget to actually do the sound effect, but it sounds like a modem. Like an old school dial-up modem. Just a audio crash of a bunch of stuff happening. And everything goes quiet for a few moments. And Lone would communicate over the internal comms. Like, it wouldn't be going out to anyone outside, just on the internal for the Codfather. Oh, that's not good. Did anyone else get that, or should I translate that?
I mean, I speak binary. Did I get it?
You just hear on the comms and inside from Isazel, wrapped in the shower, just like press a button. Can someone please translate that?
You know, if you want to, sure. It's a point form thing, and I'll just... Lone translates it. Norin translates it. It's all the same.
Norin's not answering that call because Norin is running for the engines.
Okay.
And calling for Izzy. Screaming, really.
Okay, so after Isazel asks for it, and Lone doesn't hear a response, it's... Pressure tank of system is reaching dangerous levels. Normal overrides are failing. Outgas is not functioning. Response team to attend to this problem is needed with critical importance. Captain, this sounds to be a automated warning message from the turbolaser factory.
Isazel's alright. The moment Lone started describing it, she is running towards the cockpit. Just wrapped in a towel, just grabbing a comm on the way, wet hair.
Wait. We can't move the ship. We have an entire medical tent outside of the ship. We need to get all of those people onto the ship first.
You just hear it over the comms from Isazel, just you focus on getting this ship up and running. I'm gonna turn on the external comms. I need to start getting people in here. And she's running to the cockpit to open up external comms and speakers. And can I make a leadership check to see if because I'm gonna change how she says it depending on the leadership check, to get people to. She's gonna start getting people to get as many people as possible on this ship.
I mean, absolutely. I am thinking for that sort of prod. I mean, just based on
use that point from earlier.
I'm sure in one of the Splat books they had this, but okay, I'm just going to wing a difficulty. There's enough here that I'm figuring that it's going to be a 1 red, 2 purple, 2 setback check, just by going on quantity, time for the setbacks, and just the immediacy of you wanting to get everything going would be the red.
Alrighty. So we're going to go yellow, yellow, green. And sorry, say it again. What was the difficulty one more time?
Is 1 red, 2 purple, 2 setback.
Alrighty, setbacks. I'm going to use that last destiny point and just increase this last green to yellow. I'm like, this feels like we should use that. Get this going. Alrighty, so... Alright, you know what? We're going to go for this. Let's see what I get. Are you kidding me?
I get 2 triumphs. Isazel gets nothing.
I got a full wash.
I mean, it's an impressive wash, to be honest. There are symbols, but they all cancel.
There's so many symbols on there. Oh my lord. How did they all cancel out?
Sheer dumb luck.
Oh no, I'm going on It's a Forgotten Talent. Command. You should have at least 1 boost, or how many ranks of command you got.
Oh. I just realized I have that. Can I roll that boost?
Absolutely.
Watch it be blank. Watch it be blank on me.
Shh. 2 advantages.
It's no longer blank.
Congratulations.
I have 2 advantages to work with. But... Oh, what can I use the advantages on? Oh, my lordy.
Do we still have a hut?
Oh, yes. There's most of a hut.
Of course. And his rather testy bodyguard?
Oh, yeah. The bodyguard's sleeping next to the gurney that the hut's in.
So, does this hut speak binary? Wait, can I use that to advantages? This hut speaks binary?
This hut had a massive contusion that he's probably still sleeping off. We had, Shen had to amputate his tail.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
The hut will be out for a week.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, Okay, wait. Okay, this might be very helpful as she's trying to calming onto the intercom of everyone, trying to call everyone, an evacuation. She's trying to call. People are panicking or wondering why. Can I use the 2 advantages that how a lot of cities do have especially a place like this probably had an air siren system?
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying.
The 2 advantages is that air siren system, what's left of it at least, start going off again.
Okay, yeah, I can totally go with that.
You know what? I might not be able to get them on the ship eventually, safe, calmly, but I'm gonna find a way to get them on this ship. So yeah, just the air siren system start going off. She turns on her external comms because I'm guessing she's right there. No, Flip Norin. Norin, did any of the medical staff ever come to this ship? Please tell me they did.
I think we did finally start getting some, which is why Norin was able to send Shen off for a nap and has been less at the forefront of everything right now.
That is correct.
So, yes.
Okay, I have an idea. Can I take the field commander action specifically for the medical staff to get them moving?
Okay.
Sweet. So I'm going to make an average leadership check to get the medical staff to start moving people on this. Okay, depending on what I roll, I might be able to get them in action to either get them moving and start reacting to everything going on, or actually give them an action. So we're about to find out what I get right now. So I'm going to roll 2 yellows, a green, not a red, and 2 purples to make a leap.
I mean, how about we make that a red?
What? So these are the medical staff that Isazel has already interacted with, at least some of them, correct?
I did interact with them over the comms.
Yeah, over comms.
They know there's a captain on.
Yeah.
Can I get a boost for Captain On is now on the speakers?
Yeah, I can go with that. Absolutely.
Sweet. Let's see how this goes. 2 success and an advantage. Cool. So I can affect twice my presence, so that's 4 medical staff. To start, to take a free maneuver for them, which is going to be get up and start moving people in the ship.
Okay.
At the 1 advantage, you know what? Because now that I think about it, it'd probably be a problem if he wakes up. Where does the hut's little friend guy? He's gonna stay napping. Wait, did you say he was napping or he's just there?
No, he was napping. He's napping at the hut's in a gurney or cot or what have you, and then right next to it is a Clatuinian bodyguard.
Cool. He's gonna be napping for now.
Okay.
He might wake up later when everyone's coming in, but we're gonna let him nap for a little bit.
Okay. And shortly after that, the lights have been running off of batteries for the last day and some. However long you've been down there, it's been pretty much off of a backup auxiliary power unit and batteries. The ship has been designed so that it can set up a hospital and just run it without running the main engines. So that they've been out of commission has not been a huge imposition. But it's at this particular moment you hear the ignition of the actual engines turn on. That it's something that hasn't been able to happen for the previous however long you've been on the ground. That it now sounds like the engines actually are functioning. You get a brief shudder throughout the ship as it feels like the repulsors are being manually triggered one on at like 10% power. So it's not going to actually cause the ship to do anything more than rumble, and sequentially, very fast sequentially, going through each of the repulsors on the ship to prove out that, yes, they are working. And over the internal comms, Commander, looks like Trailway was mostly able to do it, but we've got the engine room back in some form of functioning.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to start running diagnostics. Everyone, do everything you can to get as many patients and as many of those people onto these sheep. I don't know how much time we have, but we probably don't have a lot. Meanwhile, how am I gonna connect to these fools? Stops. Oh, Jones, I hope this works. She's gonna try to connect directly to Jones.
XL1 here.
Jones, okay. Please tell me you know where Shen, Keydra, and Lenore are. Yes, Lenore, that's their name.
Yes, I've been tracking them. They seem to be not in trouble yet.
Perfect. I need you to get to them and let them know. This planet is about to have another catastrophe. They need to get to this ship immediately. Or, give me the location for a pickup and we go to you. Whichever one's going to be easier right now, because, well, I don't know where you are and I'm at to trust you on this.
The location that we are at is a little buckethead heavy at the moment. They are just going in situ at the moment. It's going to be at least 10-15 minutes before they're going to be able to be retrieved.
Okay, as soon as they are ready to open up comms, let me know. We are going to prepare the ship, get as many people in here as possible, and then head your way. When you're ready, give us the location. Meanwhile, go back into radio silence and don't contact until you're ready to go.
I read you, Cut Actual.
First time she's heard that name, we're just like, I kind of like that name, actually. And then cuts off the comms. And then goes to internal comms, specifically to the engine room, just like, Norin, can you hear me?
Yes.
So, as many people as possible who pick one of you to take care of the engine room to get it as good, so well off as possible. I'm going to put some clothes on real quick and run diagnostics on the ship. We need to get as many patients and as many people as we can fit on this ship as possible. In about 15 minutes, we'll get word of where everyone else is. We're going to make an extraction, and we are going to go.
Norin looks at Azzy and looks at Hookman. She's like, Hookman, you're with me. Azzy and Trelwy, you're on the engines. Let's go. And
Oh, but of course. A minor question. If an automated signal like this is going out, is there a chance that we could effect repairs on it?
Isazel stops. We could repair the factory?
The overpressure, whatever that was.
Norin stops and considers.
Norin?
Could we?
I mean, we are Intersector Rescue, aren't we?
Wait, but no, like, from Norin's, like, know-how, could we?
Isazel immediately is like, Norin, I'm going to ask you a question because I've been out a little while. Are there any Are there any speeders nearby that we can make use of?
The huts.
I mean, yeah, the hut.
The Space Camaro.
I mean, there's that. Absolutely. Or
Okay.
I could just leave the pod.
No, because there's a reason why she's not going to take it.
No.
She's going to call to the people here. Okay, everyone in the ship. Norin, me and you, we are going to go to try to stop this thing. You're the only other person with the mechanical know-how that can help me with this. Everyone else, if we are not back in time, get off this planet and save these people. If you can, save the other 3, but I'm going to send a message to Jones where to meet us. Looks back down at herself. I need to go change. She runs into the room to throw on boots, shorts, and a jacket.
Oh no.
Isazel is going to... Man, this is gonna be her most comfortable outfit ever, because she's gonna go to the equivalent of biker, like compression shorts, 1 zip-up jacket, and her boots. There's not a lot of clothes. It's like, you know what? It's probably going to be hot where we go. It's probably going to be dangerous. You don't want to, like, suffocate in your clothing.
Yeah, let's get third-grade birds. No problem.
Oh, she's already damaged now. Oh, wow, she is going messed up on this one, but people are in danger. She's going. It's like the 3rd costume change this arc.
Anyway. And I really need a nap.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Heroes of the Hydian Way. You can find show updates at linktree/The Hydian Way, and you can find me on the socials at DeuteriumIce.
You can find me, Erica, and all of my mercenary work at linktree/Erica Goodwitch.
You can find me, Henry, everywhere as @SimDisorder with 1 Y and 1 I in that order.
And we're all at thehydianway.com, where you can find previous episodes and previous seasons.
You can find more episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube Music. Plus, you can help us out by rating, reviewing, and subscribing.
You can holocom us at heroesatthehydianway.com. You can find merch at tpublic.com/user/thehydianway.
If you like what we do and want to support the show, you can find us at patreon.com/thehydianway.
Or you can send the team some calf at kofi.com/thehydianway.
You know where Shen, Joy, and Lenore are.
Keydra.
You're wanting to do a check. I'm off the top of my cuff at 3 ranks, 4 int. Yeah, there is a high likelihood that Norn would be able to quick fix something into existence. It might be venting whatever it is into the atmosphere and causing an explosion way the heck up there, but it would not be ground level.
I've got gearhead and redundant systems now. I can get more stuff. So.
Yeah.
Mechanics tree for the win.
Don't worry, this time I'll out of character. This time hopefully I'll have a little bit more force when we do this, but